Now, in this era of modern education and culture, we cannot imagine a thing called untouchability. But not very long ago, this social evil was very much a part of the day-to-day life. Many great thinkers, from Gautam Buddha, Kabir, Eknath to Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu and Mohan tried to eradicate this caste discrimination from our society, yet the differences persisted. Dr. B.R.Ambedkar was born in one such caste, Mahar, which was considered a low caste. He was born on 14th April 1891 in Madhya Pradesh, but his family belonged to Anniversar village of Ratnagiri district in Maharashtra. Thus, their surname was Ambedkar. He was 14th child of Ramji Shakpal. He lost his mother Bhimabai when he was 5 years old. He was brought up by his aunt. Bhim's father Ramji was a subedar in the British Army. After his retirement, they all lived in Konkan, Maharashtra. Then Ramji got a job in Satara. So Bhim began studying in the cantonment school of Satara. Ramji was a religious person. He followed teachings of the saints like Kabir, Namdev and Tukaram. He taught his children devotion for God. From a very young age, even before he had understood the reason, Bhim got experience of the differential treatment. In the school, he had to sit away from the other children. He could drink water only when someone poured it on his hand. Once, when he was very thirsty, Bhim drank water from a well, but when other people saw this, they beat him up. Once, he was traveling with his brother in a cart, but when the cart driver realized that they belonged to a low caste, he tilted his cart and the boys fell down on the ground. No barber was prepared to cut the hair of these brothers. Once he stood near a house to take shelter from heavy rain. A woman came out, shouted at him and pushed him in the rain. These humiliations were unbearable for young Bhimrao. Such ill treatment made his blood boil. Thus, since early childhood, a bitterness against the caste differences began building in his mind. Bhim was an intelligent student. When he was in the high school, a Brahmin teacher, Ambedkar, was very fond of the determined Bhimrao. This teacher changed the boy's name from Ambedkar to Ambedkar. After his father's second marriage, Bhim decided to go to Bombay and pursue studies. He tried to steal money for his ticket from his aunt's purse, but later was ashamed of himself. So he made up his mind to handle all the difficulties himself. He studied in the Elphinstone High School in Bombay. He was very much fond of reading books and read all the books he could get his hands on. The family lived in a very small room of a poor locality. Bhim and his father took turns at night to sleep. Bhim got up in the night and studied by the light of kerosene lamp. As he belonged to an untouchable caste, his teacher refused to teach him Sanskrit. He had a great wish to learn the language, which he fulfilled later in his life. He finished his matriculation exams in 1907. In those days, it was almost impossible for an untouchable boy to get education and finish his schooling. Bhim was married when he was 17 years old. His wife's name was Ramabai.